Alright, let's see here. Let's see if it's working. The best way to see if it's working is just pull it up on my phone. Alright, my channel. Live. Pixel Planet Art, 814. Cool. So yeah, it's working. Let's just volume down. Just to have a little monitor so I can see chat pop up and stuff. Alright, so tonight I'm working on some Pixel Planet art. Let's figure out where we're at here. Get myself orientated. I know that's not a word, but it feels like it should be a word. Orientated. Alright. I don't know what that's doing. Yep. Oh, no. Can't minimize. Alright, now I'm officially ready. Alright, most needed. Here's what I'm working on here. Just a little list. I got wings, but they're on my other computer. Eric said something about doing little bubbles. Let's pull up our Steam chat here. If I can find it. Three icons, 16 by 16 canvas. BRB. Dots. Sounds pretty simple. 16 by 16 is pretty small though. Be able to fit BRB in a 16, right? Having problems with my shortcuts here. What's going on? Alright, so trick should be to get the right shape with such a small resolution. Think it like this. And we'll do maybe something like that. Then we get a little, another layer here. Something like that. It's driving me nuts the fact that I can't center it. Off to the left or off to the right. Or else I make the R wider. But that might look goofy too. Probably will. Not bad. I just wonder if I want an outline here. Let's throw this over here. Just getting started. I make myself invisible because I leave my computer on, and you know, I don't want people to think I'm not there. That was madness. Oh, it just dropped out. I was saying I figured I'd try the live stream again. Whether or not it's gonna work good. Sorry, it keeps dropping out. Shape is okay. Uh-oh, that means you better work on them letters better. Sorry, that's not necessarily letters. It may be hard to do a 16 pix size. Can we go bigger? Let's get this Discord going over here, so I can see if anybody posts weird pictures of me with my glowing eyes again or anything like that. More for entertainment than for what's actually important in working on art. I feel insecure now. Should I go change my shirt? I can go change. I don't have an offensive dad bod. All right, let's throw Buddy Boy here a couple options. I'm gonna do one that's big. Well, maybe not too much bigger. We'll do one that's double-sized. We'll use this, copy all layers, paste them in here. Whoa, that's not right. I must have still had the whole thing copied. Full screen. Alright, grab that. So guys, I don't know what World Trade is, but I'm new to this whole genre, I guess. Time zone. I'm Eastern, so it's like 9 o'clock for me right now. I don't know if you're watching Lugia. Having a hard time balancing between Discord and YouTube chat, so try to keep those separate. So right now we're working on, I assume, what will be little bubbles that pops up over, player's head, so that they're typing or they're AFK or whatever. BRB mood. I don't think it's gonna work this size. Okay, we'll just try this. Or I can make a biggin. How do you spell biggin? B-I-G. Should open up a tiny panel. Like a book, like reading a book. Biggin. B-I-G''N. We'll try that. Who knows? That's the fun thing about making games, though, is that you don't really know. You go into it thinking you have good ideas, but it's so iterative. It's so creative. You just kind of let's try this. Nope, that's terrible. Let's try this. Nope, that's terrible. I saw Ray shared some of the earlier art that I was sending him before he hired me as an artist, and it's like some of those guys they weren't done. Like I was just kind of like playing with concepts, like this kind of style or this kind of style. And I'm embarrassed of the ones he shared because they look so terrible compared to kind of where we're at now. All right, so while we're just trying out that, we'll see what else we can do here. I need to see if I can find my wings. I started making some good wings, and then they're on my laptop, which I'm not using right now. So let's see. We could revise the pickaxe. I don't mind playing with the pickaxe. It might be fun. We kind of see more progress with that. So I like to work with all the layers just so I kind of know what's going on. Here's what I was working on last week. Cheesy flap animation. Might kind of work. Alright, so let's go. Let's throw some clothes on this guy. A couple different horse heads. Stripe, no stripe. You know, give him some shoes. I say no shirt. So that's my style right now. Let's take these wings off. Alright, now he's like a working man out in the hot sun. Alright. Create a new layer in here. Gotta hide these other weapons here. Let's see, where am I at? Make a RPG. I'm kind of working on some RPG games. I'm working on like 3 or 4 different games right now. Which is kind of my problem. Alright, so I like to use kind of similar darknesses. So like you can see my darkness here. It's kind of down in this quadrant. You know, for all my outlines. So I would never go up to the middle. It's way too light. It's usually better to go a little bit less saturated for outlines, but still have some color in it. At least for the style for this game, you know. So let's see. I guess we'll do like a wooden pickaxe handle. Oh, sorry about that. What was that? So we probably want to go a little bit darker than the shoes. It's like maybe a little less saturated of a wood. So, I don't know. What do you want a pickaxe to look like, guys? So we do something like this. And we'll go less saturated, a little bit darker for the handle. So, if I'm holding a pickaxe, what's up, Theo? I was afraid of. I don't want him eating his own pickaxe. It's just kind of weird looking. So what I might do is slide it back so when he's running with it, it's just kind of just like he's just kind of holding it in the middle, like he's balancing it when he runs. But then when he goes to swing it, the grip will change, so it's more on the edge. So do a little bit of like tape stuff here, give it some shading, and we'll shade the pickaxe a little bit, and then we'll give it a nice little kind of kind of back color. Throw some lining on there. I might throw a little bit of darker. And then we'll do some texture. Usually what I'll do is I'll take a chunk out, displace chunks a little bit here and there. So, I don't know, it might be kind of big. What do you guys think? The app I don't know how to say it, but the app I use is called Aseprite. Pretty cool, unless you're talking about the game that we're working on. That's called Pixel Planet. Correct. We're working hard on it. I had a lot of problems with my schedule. I own a furniture store, and that takes so much time. And I was just not providing what was needed quick enough, and so I've kind of redone my schedule to hire a couple guys to help me with the store. And so now this is kind of like trying to convert myself, upgrade myself to part-time. So that's better. A little bit smaller is better. Might need to look at some pictures, because I don't think the wood, I don't think this goes into that. I think it's the other way around, so I probably need to extend this down. I'm not too proud to look at some reference art. Make the pickaxe permanent item that gets better when you reach a certain point of level. I think we'll probably do, this is Rayux the designer, so I can throw ideas to him, but I think probably what he's going to do is more like a Terraria kind of thing, where you just get different pickaxes. I could be wrong, but it's my guess. Okay, so what do you guys think? Does that look legit? I kind of want to give them some suspenders just to complete the look, but I'll refrain. A little miner's helmet, that'd be slick, right? See, that's what I do. I just come up with random ideas, but it's like, no clown outfit, really, Adam. Okay, no clown outfit, just the ninja one. Probably not on Android. Make a Atom cup. What's an Atom cup? Like one of these? Alright. So, next thing to do is see how many layers I can paste this in without it looking weird. So if you see the regular run animation, you can see there's one. Let me find my shortcuts again. So there's 1, 2, 3. So that's probably a different image than this one. Oh, okay, so that's the same image. Just moved over. So there's 1. There's 1, 2. There's 1 again. There's 1 again. And that might actually just be, yeah, that's the same image rotated. So still just 2 images. Still just 2 images. Okay, so there's only 2 images for the run animation. Believe that? Your personal cup. Thank you, Denny. I have fun with art. I've been doing it for a little while. So, alright, so yeah, we only need 1 more image at that angle. So probably what I'll do, just so it's all cohesive. Oh, okay, I'm getting filled in on Steam here. Let's check that out. I'm gonna have all Atom cup, not just cup. I'm gonna have my own product line with this this nice image that Pikalugia, if I'm saying that right, designed for me. I think it's hilarious. All right, so 2 images here. We got the straight, then we need the angled pickaxe. So of course, an easy starting point is just grab it. It's a somewhat centered box, because the more distorted it is, like if I rotate that, it'll distort more. At least with most programs I use than this will. So you want a square box, and then you can just kind of paste it in there and do a little rotation move till it feels about right. I think probably about there feels right to me. He's not busting himself in the face with it and he runs. I don't use MS Paint. I don't know who you're talking to. Oh, you're talking about for rotating stuff? I used to use this program called GraphicsGale. It's not really worth the distraction, but basically this program is, you know, it came out like when I first started doing art, so it may have a better algorithm now for rotating. Not terrible. It's probably about the same as any other app now. But that's also because that's a square. If I grabbed a big rectangle and rotated it, it would distort like crazy. Because it's working with a bigger canvas. I don't know if that makes sense or if it's even true. Okay. So now what I like to do is hide everything but the pickaxe. I can figure out how this app works. Let's hide all the clothes. And the wings, and the base. Okay. So I like to really make sure that it seems like it's still the same item. With such small images, a lot of funky things can happen. But you also want it to look good, so it's kind of like a compromise between it looking good and it being accurate, like to scale and being the same shape and everything. But also the shading will change a little bit. So, you know, you imagine the light's coming from up here, it'll hit this part. Might be kind of shadowier down here, but you also don't want to overdo it, because then it just looks goofy. Make it that BRB is the guy getting like a panel. That is not up to me, but maybe good idea. I don't know what a panel is. I'm one of these old guys that doesn't understand all the cool things. If that's cool, are panels cool? I love panels. I was just cool enough to love panels, really. Alright, so it looks sharp, but not deformed. How's that look? Looks a little weird to me. I can't figure out why, because this angle's pretty close. Maybe do one of those. Cool. So now we can just pretty much copy it on top of where the katana sits. So we got our angled one. I'll just put all the angled ones down first. Alright, what's going on with our... Okay, so I can leave that pixel and that pixel. We'll save the rotated one for later. Alright, then we'll grab our... I want to go ahead and grab the straight ones, because those are easy. Let's see, where are we at in those? There. I'm getting into the jump now. Rocket launcher. I agree. Rocket launcher are good, jetpacks are good. Anything that seems like something I wish I could use in real life, like an everyday use, but I just can't. That's what I want to use in a video game. Alright. So now I want to grab our angle piece. Slap it there. I should know the command to rotate 90 degrees, but I don't yet. Frame? No. I can probably just grab this and hold. Nope, not that. What am I doing? Uh-oh. Do I have a family or something? Yeah, I've got a family. Having problems with this. So one of these hotkeys, there we go. Shift. Shift seems to lock it at 45-degree intervals or so. So it's handy. Alright, I think that's where we're at. Let's hide the katana. Make sure we got all the images in there. And throw this dude in there. You know, it gets all up in his face a little bit, but I don't know what you can do by that. It's not like he's gonna run with it like out in front of him or something. Why are you making a pick sword? Oh, I was just using it. So many questions, I can't answer this quick. Yeah, I like Terraria. That game really inspired me when it came out to work on games more. Big story I can go into about that. But I was using the sword just as a reference, so I knew that the angles were consistent between, you know, so it looks like you're carrying something the same way. What about memes? Like in-game memes? Let's see if I can figure out some settings on here. I don't know how. Ray probably has better things to do, but he's helping me out here. How do I set that up? No one is talking. Alright, so that looks decent, right? Let me make sure I'm meeting the design specs here. Wooden handle, iron pick part. There we go. Add moderator. Boom, that's cinchy. Cinchy as heck. Alright. Cool. Alright. Cave speak. Cave speak. I have to say it to him, even though he probably hears me. Hey, how's it going? Omanite. I'm saying that right. Alright, so I'm just going to keep going with the Oh, there's another angle I can already tell. Get all the straight angles in there first. There's a straight angle. Looks like I gotta add some more pixels, because that's just not gonna work right there. Of course now, okay, so now he's swinging, so now we're gonna slide this up. Yeah, you hold shift. You hold shift to rotate. You also know where to click. Yeah, we'll change the blade colors at some point, sounds like. Alright, so get rid of those guys. Let's see, do I really have the tape going up that high on purpose? Gosh, I do. Let's see if I can change all these real quick, because that's not good. Just gonna keep it dark. Alright, so now we're caught up on those. Sorry, this is kind of the boring, tedious part. Just fixing what I messed up. Alright, so now we're caught up, I think. Alright, so when I get to... I'm going through all the straight ones now and just pasting them on top. So I'm using Katana as a reference again. So I have a straight one there. I didn't like how the tape was going up that high. So let's decide exactly where I want the tape to stop. That way it's legit and good all the way. So now I at least want that at the bottom, which is hand covers now. I think I'll probably do that plus like another 3. So I think 7 dots, or what is it? 8 dots. Yeah, you can rotate. I think the trick with Aseprite is knowing where to grab. So there's like no indicator at all where you should grab, but you just kind of hover over the corners, and then it gets pretty sloppy. But you can hold shift to lock it to kind of the closest angle that will not be distorted, basically. Cool. So there we go. That's where I like the tape. And now we'll go back and add a little bit of shading. Grab that color. Let's see. That's probably good. Alright, so now we'll use that image for all the swing animations where we use arm straight. Which is probably... there's a little more, I was going to say. Probably no more. Add a dot there for lighting. Ooh, I don't know what I just did. I think I'm gonna put some pixels on top of his hand actually, because the actual color of the wood is so close to the shading of his arm that it just looks too messy. Something waving from your door. You're creeping me out. Yeah, it's the oof animation. That's what you're talking about. Don't do that. I'm sensitive. There's lots of stuff behind me. What have I done? Look at this. Does that pickaxe look weird to you guys? Oops. Nope. I like all that stuff. I don't know what you guys are seeing. There's I got drums in there. And there's some weird stuff behind it probably. Alright. We don't want the pickaxe to go through the ground when he falls, so we have to rotate the whole thing onto its side. I hope that it looks good. So take all this garbage off. And then I'll use this point as a point of reference for how far the blade should go. Actually, that looks... I don't know if we get much better than that, really. Because you start adding shading in here, it's going to look really sloppy. I'll probably just make it flat with the ground, even. So... I don't know, it looks a little weird. I don't know what to do about it because I don't want to go through the ground and I don't want it to be like look like it's crooked all weird. But I'm gonna try the crooked all weird anyways and see if that at least looks a little bit better. And so it'd be kind of like it's going in at an angle. So it kind of goes behind his arm maybe, and then the other side comes up in front of his arm. If that makes sense. So we'll try that. So I'll use the same point of reference here to show me where I want it to stop. And then just kind of do my best little... See, what I'm afraid with that is it looks like it just like landed in the ground. There's not a high enough resolution to get a different angle than the straight angle. You know, that versus... Where am I going? That versus that looks almost the same. So, ooh, yeah, this little weird frame is when you die. There's a lot of frames. This animation's for when you die. There's a lot of frames for that one animation, but yeah, it's okay. We'll go with it for now. I'm gonna slide Rick over here so he can tell me secret things that you guys don't hear. Alright, so let's see here. I'm making it look harder than it is just so I'm more valuable to the team. Not really. It's not that hard. You just need a lot of geometry and a mallet to make all the pixels fit where you want them to fit. Alright, so, I don't know. So look alright. I might have to get the rest of the frames in there and then decide, do I want it to be stuck on the ground? It's not supposed to be stuck on the ground. Or do I want to try like an angle like this? or do I want it to be on its side like this, which looks weird. Looks like it just disappears. So we'll figure that part out later. We can go ahead and just get the rest of the copy, paste, and rotation of images in there so that everything else looks right up to that point, and then we can decide after that. So yeah. That'll just be a hilt. Okay, so now we're back to the beginning. Yeah, might be a good idea. I think pretty much I'm gonna have to make it so all helmets and pickaxes just kind of fall on the ground when you die. Thank you. Appreciate that. But I had the same problem with the horse head. Really anything that's needs to move around, like it's in 3D, but this is a 2D game, snapping off. So we just drop his head down, even though here, well, okay, I guess it's about the same. Face plant. But there the head goes up anyways, so it's always tricky. And so with every item you have to decide what happens when his head's suddenly looking in a different direction than it is anywhere else. So, alright. Let's go back. Let's finish our pickaxe. Let's do, I guess we keep the horse head on. It's our nice mining horse helmet. Alright, so you can see these dots here. This is how far I've got. One thing I like about Ace Bright is you can kind of like gauge your progress really easily. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. Alright, I think this is a new angle. Let's find out. Because this looks like about a 45, or a little less, like a 40-degree angle. But this one, just a little bit, you know, a little bit south of 90 degrees, or 0 degrees, depending on where you're starting. So let's go, let's make a new image. So I have to do one more cleanup job here. This is going to be an ugly one. I'll probably go there, even though there's 1,000 distorted looking pixels, just because the angle feels right. And we'll clean it up. So let me hide all this stuff again. That would be nice. Okay, this is kind of working. So there's too many black lines in here. I just have to decide which ones I'm gonna get rid of. I think we'll go thicker. Maybe I'll. It's obviously a weird angle, so you can't really curve it at a straight angle. You know what I mean? So it looks kind of funky, but it kind of has to. It's just the way pixel art is. And thankfully, it's such a short. Well, that's when you're falling. So I guess that might be. It's one good factor to think about is like, how long are you going to see this frame? You can be a lot more sloppy if it's just like a, you know, such a small instance where it would only really look bad if you got a really like well-timed screenshot. I think we do a little better with that, since when you fall, it'll be at that angle. Doesn't necessarily look terrible. Just looks too thick here. So let's go back out. clickety click. And then we have to widen it here. Give this even thickness. So I'll go ahead and thicken this back out a little bit too. Alright. Let's throw Dude Man back in here. See how that animation looks so far. It looks a little weird. I don't like the I don't like this part. You're supposed to go to bed. Just kidding. Thank you. Alright, so now we're up to this frame. Let's get our reference katana back in there. So yeah, that looks like our first angled piece. Still grabbing it by the balanced middle area, so we'll grab that one. Right there. Fill in this naked pixel area. Gotta admit that looks kind of weird. But you know, you don't want to necessarily make him move weird just so there's not something in front of his face. Right? What do you guys think? Any votes on that? The alternative is, oh, when you're falling, your weapon is different, but then it's, you know, that's it's not much better. So, like with my weird death animation, we'll just keep it a little bit silly for now, and then we'll fix it later if it still looks silly once all the parts are in. All right, so we got our downhill, which we're not happy with yet because we got. Actually, that might look fine beneath the katana. Yeah. We'll put another dot. Okay, so for flying, it's just the falling frame, but the wings move. So this is kind of a waste of time, but I want to make sure it's all in there right. Alright, so now we're slacked up on the handle. Or not slacked up, we're got it all the way out where it should be. So we got our angled parts again. That looks like it's the... It might be the regular angled part. Should be this one. I want to grab it close to square. If it'll let me. There we go. Alright, I decided I was going to do 3 more dots past where his thumb ends. So unless it looks weird, we'll keep that. I think we'll do this a little better. Alright, so now we got our extended axe angle. Let's see where else we can put it. That's the second angle. That's this angle. Yeah. What is it? 8, like 90 degrees off or something. And there's our second angle again. There's our first angle. So I have to make another decision here. If you feels bad, man. If you guys are talking about something else. Hey, what's up, Jay? Thanks for checking this out. Alright, so if you get injured, you're more likely to get injured with your pickaxe extended, like you're fighting, or when you're just running around trying to dodge lava blocks. So probably doesn't matter too much. I'd say probably whatever looks better. So I'm thinking that since this will go in front of his face, if he's slacked up on the handle, I should probably do the extended versions, which I already have here. We'll see. I might be wrong, because that looks pretty close to the right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It might be fine, though. Pretty much the same thing I just did. Because when you die, it plays the injured animation followed by the falling over. Two-handed items. Well, I don't have it animated like anything that's animated for two-handed swings. I might change. It might be one of those things where, like, oh, it'd be nice to go back and add more animations once the game is, you know, kind of progressed, and it feels like that's sort of one of the weak links of it, you know. I think right now it's just like we got to get a lot of content in here quick, you know, get this game released, and then we can kind of get a feel for what's missing, I guess. That's my guess. Not my call, but my guess. Alright, so aside from these, we got everything else in. So we'll get our... where's our other angle? This one. Yeah, Jay, I've kind of been doing it in secret. I've only done it one other time. I do have kids. I have 2 boys. Alright. Is that the right angle? That might be the wrong angle. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind personal questions that much. I'm pretty open, but yeah. Yeah, they're awesome. They're only 2 and 4, so they're still pretty young, and they like to help me with stuff. Enjoy it. This might be a third angle. No, it's not. It can't be. It's this one. I live in Georgia right now. Huh. Well, anyways, I need to be slacked up. I might just have to tweak this angle a little bit because it's off. I don't think I would have done 4 images. I usually like plan ahead and think, okay, you know, for every item I have, I'm multiplying the hours for every angle. This is gonna look weird though. Something's wrong. Let's try again. Alright, so his hand, you know, he wound up, now he's swinging, so his hand's kind of out in front of him. So the hand looks right. I probably just need to, yeah, it's probably fine. It's only 1 pixel off where the sword goes, really. Or 2 if I put it there. But it still looks right by itself. Fingers. Face reveal. To see my true form, my final form. Alright, so I'm only doing 3 pixels above his thumb. So make that one dark, that one light, that one dark. We'll go down with the rest here. Some shading. Let's make those black, probably look better. There we go. I think that's good. I believe I'm using the same angle. Nope, I'm going down. Nope, not that one either. Also just did it wrong. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty good. Obviously need to draw a new swoop. I didn't mean full form. I don't know what I said. I say weird stuff. Alright, let's get rid of this katana. Katana Alpha and see how things look. Alright, stand, you know, pretty good. Pretty good stand. He's just chilling. Run looks okay. Jump looks okay. Falling looks okay. That looks pretty good, right? You guys like that? Obviously, what'll help a lot is getting that slash kind of trail, like the katanas have. Alright, let's keep going here. Shrunky. Taking damage. Good. Idle, just bouncing a little bit. I think the death animation's fine, you know. It looks obvious that it falls on its side to me. What do you guys think? Pretty good. Alright, so next we'll do the slashes and then we'll go back and change the blade. I think we need the blade a little bit brighter. Whatever that's called. Alright, so let's go ahead and refresh my memory how I did this slash. It's only on 3 images. I don't know if I actually did. Okay, so I've got 80% opacity. That's pretty much probably the lightest color of the katana blade. Drop down to 80. So that's should be pretty simple. Yeah, it kind of feels like I'm making a 3D game just because you have to think about angles of stuff. some ways it's harder, you know, because with a 3D model, you just tell the game to rotate it. Boom. But obviously it's way easier, because one or two people can make a game if it's in 2D. Alright, so we'll kind of imitate that same slash just so it's kind of cohesive across all melee items. Alright, so we're going to grab the last color, which is going to change. Uh-oh. You know what, I'm just going to use the same katana blade colors. I think it'd probably be better. So I'm not sure if this will work. I think it works. And then we're going to do a new layer. Drop it below the pickaxe. Just call it PA Alpha. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. When I actually get to do it, it's fun. Alright, so grab this thing. Can't really see very well at that alpha value, which tells me that alpha, it's copying the alpha properties, not just the color. So let's bring the color back up just for a minute. So grab the right color. Then we'll set those back down to 80. We'll go back to the pickaxe alpha. Yeah, that should be better. Yeah. Alright, so what I do for, it's nice to have this onion skin feature. What I do for slashes is I'll really just draw a line from the previous frame to the current frame, and then go to the next frame and do the same thing. So you see this line kind of happen from here to here, then from here to here, and then from there to there. And I'll kind of make it look a little bit more natural. I kind of fill in the blanks between just frames. And then usually I'll just do that for the blade. So really the blade kind of ends here. So just kind of pick it up on the other side of the weapon, continue it down here. And so it might look kind of weird right now, but it'll look pretty good. And then sometimes I'll do the same thing with the rest of the weapon, just like if I feel like it needs it. Like maybe I'll just do it as an example, and then maybe take it back off if it looks weird. So it definitely looks weird right now because it has no alpha value. It's just not transparent at all. Make new game. I make lots of new games. I have too many new games to make. I want to make this game right now. Alright, so right now it looks kind of weird, like I said, but we'll drop this alpha value. To 80. And then if I take off onion skin, and if I take off that one, you can kind of see just for a split second how it might look. Let's see if I have a background. I don't have a background I can put in there. Let's make a background. Good old BG. We'll just do a temporary couple colors here. Just something to kind of test art against. I think there's a way to copy this and paste it everywhere, but oh, you can just drag it, I think. Nope, let's not do that. I know there's a way to do this by copying and pasting it all on all the layers. Let's see. I can't remember right now. forget it. I know what I'm doing. I was just doing that to show you guys. We'll not worry about it. Okay, so back to the pickaxe alpha values. Bring it back up to 80, back up to maximum so you can see it better. Oh, thanks, Jay. Yeah, it'd be cool to do something like that. I don't know if I'm good enough at like multitasking and talking about what I'm doing, but I could probably get better at it. Alright, so put our onion skin back on. And let's go to the previous frame so we can grab this color. And then I'll continue from the back of the weapon. So that really this gray line continues all the way through, and then where it stops here, it picks up here. That's kind of what I want. Oops. I got a weird thing. And go back and fix the angle a little bit, more of an arc. Nice and smooth. And then same thing here. I'm going to draw from this point to this point, but I'll start it behind the weapon, so I'll start it here, up to there. And then might as well keep going with the brown for now. What's going on here? I might as well keep this. I was trying to make it so you can see more of the brown, but it looks like this is leaving a brown trail, and you want the blade to leave its own trail, obviously. So, which makes me think maybe this should be like that too, but we'll leave it for now. Alright, there's kind of the end of the slash. So looks kind of weird that small. Let's see what it did for the sword. Okay, so for the sword it did a little bit different. For the most part I overlapped a few pixels, it looks like. There more so. So it's a little more dramatic, but it may not be the best technique. Because you know, there's obviously separate frames, but they happen so fast that it's kind of like you think you can see helicopter blades standing still or moving backwards. Kind of overlap fast enough to where it creates sort of a weird little triangle right here in the middle. So probably what I'm doing with the pickaxe is better, but it's less dramatic. What do you guys think? Any input on that? Undo a couple pixels there. It looks better small, kind of, because you can tell it's coming to an end of the swing. I think it's good. And then we'll just continue on to that shape with the brown. Oops, that is not the brown. Alright, so now we'll drop our alpha value back down to 80. Looks pretty good so far. Not perfect yet. I think I just want to take off some of this. Alright. Check this thing out real quick. Spoiler. It looks pretty good. He's talking to me, just me and Steam, to go back and forth on, like, there's an idea that probably doesn't ruin too much because I was working on this just now anyways. So I put this in the game to see if we agree that it looks good. And I think the letters need some shading so they don't look so blocky. But it kind of works. Like, it could probably be half again as wide. What do you guys think about that? Let that simmer. So yeah, pickaxe looks pretty good. We're just gonna go through and change the blade color a little bit, which should be pretty easy because I think it translates across all layers, all frames I mean. So here's what I do: grab the lightest color, replace it, boom. Next one, middle color, replace it, boom. Yeah, that was a good one. Darkest color. Did I do that right? Yeah. I had the katana. Is it like too bright and silvery? So I can always darken it a little bit. Yeah, it'll be pretty easy to do. It's hard to tell just in Aseprite if that's too bright. It looks really silver to me now, but it might look fine in game. He pretty much has a pixel size if I just take this part off. I get an easy checkbox if we do that. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty good. I think it probably is a little too light, but we'll let it play out in game. I also don't think I like the shading as much for a pickaxe as the same shading for a katana, because a katana is so flat, it doesn't need as much depth. You know, it's just a flat blade. It's more about the shine. You can still have good shine on a curved blade like a pickaxe blade, but I think it needs more contrast in the dark areas. So we're going to grab this dark area. I usually grab the dark area again, and then I can just go in here and change. I just like to change one of these values. It doesn't really matter too much. And I'll just pull it down a little bit until I feel like it's close. That's a little better, and then we'll do the same thing with the other one. So there's a little bit more of a contrast in the axe blade, the pickaxe blade. So that looks a lot better to me. I'm probably gonna drop the lightest one just a tad, but I still want to leave contrast. I just don't want it to look like it's white, so we'll just go down the hair. So yeah, that looks better to me. What do you guys think? Okay. It's good. It's good. Let's throw some, let's throw a cool horse head on him. It's good, right? That's some good stuff right there. Horse head dude, no shirt. Flinging that pickaxe around. I want to play that game right there. That looks fun. Being serious. Looks cool, huh? Alright. Save that. If you're not sure when you saved it, it's time to save it. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. That's what I want to do, you know. I wish I had more time. I would just do it full time. Now that I'm looking at this, I kind of want to give this horse some buck teeth, but I probably won't really do it for reals. Alright, let's back up here. Let's switch over to not this ugly big one. Let's see what the I'll add some grays in here. I'll do blue hue of grays. So basically, what I don't like about this is it looks so blocky, a little too blocky. So anywhere that there's more of a angle, like here, I'll add a gray, probably a little bit lighter still. So that it looks like it blends a little bit better, and then I can put those in corners as well. Maybe on the side, probably not. But maybe there. Maybe either there or on the bottom. And that looks a little better. But I'm going to go a little bit lighter again. Yeah, that's better. And I guess I'm going to just grab that how it is. Oops. Fling it over to right. And I guess I didn't copy it very well because it's not pasting. All layers. Oops. This new Steam chat thing is tricky. Okay. Alright, so icon for the pickaxe. Let's do that real quick. Hey, real quick, what are the dimensions for that? Do you know offhand? I'll probably just find it here, but is it 32 or 16? Oh man, this is a mess. I don't even know where my stuff is right now. I think I got Dropbox in my games hard drive because my other hard drive pewed out. So Dropbox. What was what? Oh, are you looking at my that thing I was looking at in Aseprite? That was probably just Rogue Pawn art. Alright, here we go. Here's some icons. Alright, so we got... Let's see what this grid is. So it looks like it's a 32 by 32 grid. So I'll just use the same place to make it, keep it all organized a little bit, which I'm not very good at, but I want to be. So I think I like the angular pieces. As long as it's pretty straight looking. Which I might want to touch that up a little bit for an icon. It's not terribly like, it's not angled at a 45 like I want it. So I'm just gonna grab this. Oop, not horse corner face. Pickaxe. Nope, not the frame, not the not the entire strip. Alright, so that's obviously kind of ugly, but I don't know, what do you think? Is that even big enough for you? I might need to just supersize it like I did with the shoes and the hats and stuff. I'm going to supersize it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this. Use one as a reference. Use one as a... Oops, goodness gracious. One as a starting point. Yeah, that's a better icon, size-wise. Alright, so what I can do is I can just do half of the blade and then flip it and then flip it again. That should all work out. I like zooming in anyways. Like I love doing bigger versions of items so you can kind of see the details more. So it's kind of cool anyways to be able to do this. Probably with the more items, the better. I just feel like it gives the game more like this feeling of really like examining stuff a little bit, even though it's still very small and pixelated. It's just cool to see it in a different kind of perspective. Alright, so we're going to trust our line to give us a good line here. Alright, and I'm just going to guess on where the tape goes. And since we're zoomed in, nothing cool that we can do is we can give the tape more detail. But let's make sure we get the outline good to go first. Alright, I don't like that. And what else don't I like? I want some more shine in the middle. The handle might be too fat. I mean, a pickaxe handle's pretty stout, but I feel like that might be pushing it. I'm afraid if I go one pixel smaller, it'll look too thin though. So, say we go stout, but then it's not centered. So, I'll make the blade a little bit bigger too, and that'll also help. So, for starters, let's see if my theory is right about doing this. Flip it that way, flip it that way, and then take the handle off. Oops. And then I gotta rotate 90. It's gonna take like half an hour to flip this the right way. There we go. Cool. So yeah, that looks pretty delicious. Still not centered, so it looks goofy still, but I'm going to do different shading on this side. It's kind of more in the dark. Maybe put a little bit of a shiny tip on that guy. So looks a little bit more 3D, I guess. And then the shine will favor the top, obviously on this side too. I kind of need a third color, even though we don't have it on the animation, because I kind of want, I don't want a dark line here like this. I think I'm gonna go lighter color here. Let's see, I'm getting all my... Yeah. It gets fatter on the end, I forgot. I was like, why is it weird? I might even exaggerate that a little bit. Alright, now we'll do the tape. I want a little bit darker tape section. And then I'll do, I'm not sure what it's called, it might be called like herringbone pattern. Where you go one way, then you build off it going the other way. I'm going to do it sloppy first and then come back and clean it up. So we'll take the edges off. We'll add some, let's see, go this way, this one goes this way, this one goes that way. So it's a little bit hard to, at this size, it's kind of hard to see what's going on. Especially if it looks like, that looks kind of stupid. Alright, let's back up. So we can do it smaller. Maybe a little better. Then I'm gonna come back in here. I'm gonna do, this might be silly, but I'm gonna do a fourth color for the handle because I want it to look right. Where this is mostly for depth, and it's a little too light. Looks pretty good, right? You guys still with me? It's quiet in the chats. Alright, so now I just need to fix the alignment. As you can see, this one runs kind of into it, and this one feels like it's running on the outside of it. So I'm just going to widen the entire handle just a little bit. Right there, actually. Oops. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 in. 1, 2, 3 in. I got the whole thing crooked now. How'd I do that? Let me go back. I need to move it a whole diagonal, not just over one. So we go, not just, oops. Since it's on an angle, everything works in even numbers. So I can't just do that. Let's also do that. Okay. That. Two. This doesn't me off a little bit. But I think it looks pretty good. Pringles can. It looks almost like a Pringles can. The blade meets the handle's fat. You're talking about the blade looks too fat or the handle? You're probably talking about the blade, right? Maybe I shouldn't have moved it out to begin with. How's that? A little better. So another thing to consider, cool, that looks good. Another thing to consider, I'm not sure if this is weird, probably not. Obviously these icons aren't to scale, otherwise it's a freaking huge hat. I don't know who did this, come on, what is this? Just joking. Yeah, let's see the, can I test it on my YouTube stream so I can show the game? Or is it too secret? We're gonna see the pick, folks. Okay, I'll narrate whatever you tell me is issues to point out. I'm not sure if you got that icon, I saved it again. Thank you. It's fun to work on something that feels like it's moving ahead, you know, in the genre. Not just like ripping off what's been done before already. If you call on Discord, I guess that's fine. I'll be doing a lot of weird chuckling and making comments that nobody else will hear. Let's go through my speakers. That's probably fine, right? A little echo maybe. Sorry about the phone buzz. Hey man.
Hello.
Do you want to be heard by all, or should I mute you and put headphones on?
I'm fine being heard by all.
Hello.
Hello. That pickaxe looks really, really good.
Cool. Thank you.
I gotta finish adding the icon in, and then it will be, well, the clothing parts in the game. It looks really good.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have any effect yet, like it doesn't actually affect your braking speed, but that'll be coming out soon.
Yeah. Can you guys hear him at all on the YouTube live stream? He's turned down kind of low.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Oh, okay. Just going through. I guess the mic's right next to the speakers almost.
Yeah. For all I know, this version may be just completely broke, and you may not even be able to do anything, but I'm not sure yet. I hope it's not broke.
We'll find out.
Where is the icon ASC saved at? Find it.
Oh,
I found it. Never mind. It was in the GUI.
You gotta organize so well. I'm thinking about, now that I see this pickaxe next to these katanas, I might do like, I feel like other games have done this. I might do pretty much like this kind of thing where you see the hilt enlarged and part of the blade, so you know what, you get the general idea, but you can see more detail in the hilt.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks pretty good still, so I don't know. I can go either way on it.
You can always do what some other game has done.
One I probably haven't played. What do they do?
Let me go ahead and find an image of it. Oh my, this is actually really hard to find the image of it. Oh, I'm gonna have to search through a sprite sheet. Okay, let me finish getting this icon added in first, and then I'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm still looking for it though.
Make some check marks.
Oh, it's inventory icons. That's what it's called.
Hey, your idea for the golden pickaxe, what kind of detail? Like almost like an elven carving on the blade or something?
Let me look something up, actually. I'm going to look up golden pickaxe, and it's just going to be Minecraft sprites. Yep, it's all Minecraft sprites. Okay. Okay, I might have to...
Get some references here.
It's just Minecraft and Fortnite. That's all that pops up. And a really, really bad Minecraft clone. Oh my, that looks awful.
How do we get a big picture of these? Goodness. That's kind of ugly.
Instead of a gold pickaxe, why don't we do a scythe?
Yep.
I wanted a scythe, and I think a scythe would be a lot cooler than having another pickaxe.
Would it work the same? Or would it like
what
also?
do you mean by work the same?
Would it be like essentially a pickaxe still?
Pretty much, yeah. It would still be like it would still have the wooden hilt with the maybe a different colored blade. It would still have like the swooshy trail and all that too.
But it would serve the same purpose, I guess is what I mean. Right.
Probably not. I wouldn't have it do faster breaking. I might have it do some other stuff.
Okay, well I'll just be creative. But I was thinking doing some designs in the blade, kind of like on this dagger here. I'm not sure if you're watching YouTube.
Oh, on the picture.
Or I can just paste it too.
Oh yeah, that would look cool. Some sort of design like that.
Yeah.
For a scythe, I'm not sure which one. Let me share my screen real quick on this. There's multiple versions of this. So there's these ones where they're like that tan wood with the black blade.
Yeah.
But there's also these ones that are more of the silver black one. Not sure which one would be a better fit. Or there's just ones like that are just all decorated.
Over the top. I'm going for PUBG style, man.
Yeah, the PUBG one. That is the PUBG scythe, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the item description have a reference to that game where you got 4 kills with a scythe. Or was it 4 or 2? I can't remember.
I think it's just 2. I'm not that lucky.
That's still pretty good though.
Yeah.
4 kills. Or 2 kills with a scythe on your first game.
My only 2 kills were the first 2 on the first game with the scythe.
That is technically your only 2 kills, and they're all with the hardest weapon to kill someone with in the game.
I've had other kills, just not.
You have?
Definitely playing by myself. I'm not sure if I've had many with you.
Yeah.
You're too good. You like anyone that comes into like within our range, you'd kill immediately.
Or we'd both just get absolutely destroyed by professional esports players. That's what happens to me on Fortnite every game. Hay bales, my favorite meal. We need that in game.
Yep.
I would agree.
If you have the horse mask, you need some hay bales.
Would agree. I still have yet to add this inventory icon in for some reason. I'm getting sidetracked. I can't find the... Oh dear. I can't find the thing that has a... Oh, never mind. I found it. Oh my, this thing might actually be too big to fit into an item. White outline thing. I doubt it, but it should... never mind, it's good. That's really good, actually.
Looks good in game.
Yeah. Well,
Uh-oh.
finish adding this icon. I haven't tested out the death and the dying animations. I haven't gotten the health system recoded yet. I need to do that after I get world claiming fully finished. I thought I had world claiming done today, but in the middle of testing it, everyone just lost the ability to build in their own world, which is not good. So I don't know what happened there, but it needs to be fixed.
Oh, we can always revisit stuff if something needs changing later.
Okay, so I have the pickaxe in now, and I'm just gonna test this out to see if it's even playable right now.
Okay.
It appears to be playable. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send you this proof.
Cool.
You're gonna have to make another account though, so don't use a password that you would actually use.
Okay.
No one sees. What did you update in the inventory icon?
I just wasn't sure if I had saved it. I save so often I lose track of when I save it, so it's probably the same, honestly. It's like, it's been 30 seconds, might as well save.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just sitting here.
That's how I am with coding the game. I literally add one line of code, save. Another line, save.
Like I'm about to save the animations just because I don't know if I saved it.
Yeah. I lost an entire clothing system because I didn't save it. It probably wasn't functional because my old ones were all really weird. But I think the new one is fully working, no bugs. It saves it. If you leave a world, it still saves what you're wearing and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Oh gosh. Okay, I sent that to the right person. That would have been bad. That would have been really bad.
Oops.
Just posted in the Pixel Planet general chat.
Yeah. Sorry, Arch Nemesis. I didn't mean to send that to you. Please delete it.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. We're testing out Pixel Planet.
I'll be in the world W. Oh, I can give you permission to the thing on Discord that tells everyone what world to do.
Oh, okay. I forgot that was a thing you integrated.
Yeah, I need to get it completely verified, but they say that I need to do a lot of testing with it. Sure, it work.
Do you have a sound options in the game yet?
No, not yet. I don't have any sound in the game except for a few.
I'm gonna turn on my overall volume so it's not blaring.
Yeah, I need to add in the sound effects, but sound design is the hardest thing for me to do right now. I can't find sound effects that sound like they fit in the game and actually sound like what you're doing.
Yeah. Let's create an account.
I'll be in the world W.
Okay.
Someone built some sort of creature. Can't tell what it is.
Alright.
I made it to where you can actually fly too.
Oh, the wings work now.
Yeah.
Alright. Nice.
You see what I'm wearing?
You got a nice get up. Or a nice giddy up.
I get it.
Alright. Let's see. I want some
Said,
yellow wings.
the original horse mask and you said yay or nay.
Yeah. Okay, as long as I don't look the same as you. I can do a ninja mask.
Wait, do you even have a pickaxe?
I do. Oh,
Okay,
but
cool.
I noticed there's white on the shading of the icons where there should be... There's transparent where there should be white, so...
Oh, yeah, I think that's just the Team Fusion glitch now. That's not true. I can fix that, though. But I made it have an orange outline over the item if you haven't equipped it.
Yeah, that's cool. It's kind of obvious, like, okay, I'm wearing these.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot there were sound effects for that.
Flooshed.
It's also a pro tactic. If you tap space instead of actually fly, you can fly higher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Did you end up using my flap animation, or are you just still using the old?
I've not yet.
Okay. I was just wondering
I
if that's
gotta
how it
add
looked.
that in. The only thing that sucks though is it's more than 4 frames if I were to loop it fully, and it ends up I'd have to add 4 frames to every single clothing item, which I can do, but that'll take some time.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, this also is a bit of an issue.
Oh
I
yeah.
can walk behind your clothing,
But in front of my player. That's funny.
I think layering is the hardest thing about clothing right now. It's really
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess
if you hold space too, you can slide.
space or W.
Kind of like Terraria's wings, but less slow. Did you destroy this creature? That's
I did.
I don't know. It's an animal.
It looks like a Brontosaurus.
Slightly.
Shout for the lava pits.
Doesn't do any damage right now. You can almost dress up like your character in the original Pile Strike sheet.
Oh yeah.
Almost. I'm almost there.
I'm excited to add a bunch more of outfit pieces and stuff. It's fun. Especially with
Really
doing.
fun to see the combinations.
Yeah. I mean, it gives the player more tools to be creative with how they want to look. I think it's cool.
Ooh, I thought of a really good idea. I'm starting to get ADHD with these ideas. But searching real quick.
Fire eyeball.
Do you think something? Oh, this is actually weird. Yes, something like this. Obviously, working on the character would be sick.
It's like a cool black hood.
Yeah. Though I'd probably wait to add that during the That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll probably change the ninja mask, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's still the one from the old character mode.
Yeah, like a lot of those things is just me like testing. Like, okay, do I like the body shapes? Let's put some clothes on him real quick, like the clown and the ninja. Can't remember what else I did.
Outfit looks really.
What you did? Oh, the clown.
Yeah, the clown. I'm gonna build a tree. Tree made out of granite.
He's eating it.
Looks like a Minecraft. What do you think of the pickaxe in game?
Looks pretty good. I might maybe equip it. How do you pop? Oh, never mind. Got it.
We really need a sound as well for flying, and I can't think of what sound could possibly go with flying.
Yeah, I guess my thoughts about the pickaxe is looks good for now. Sometimes the more I play with my art, I'm like, I just don't like the angle of that one frame. I can see it every time I swing the axe, and then I'll go back and change that one frame.
You notice something, and then you can't unsee it after.
Yeah.
Are you struggling to get up here?
I am. What was your trick?
Just tap space case, like you're jumping in midair instead of collision fly. You should be able to get higher. The quicker you can tap space though, or the faster you can tap it, but the longer you can stay going up, the higher you'll go. That makes sense.
Okay, I assumed every tap you used, you lost your momentum. It's like eventually you wouldn't be able to. Like if you tapped it real quick, it wouldn't work. Like you
Basically,
use them all.
off time.
It's a timer.
It's like a timer for flying.
You got 5 seconds to go up, and then you start going down, or whatever.
I think it's 160 milliseconds. Milliseconds in fusion are different than actual.
It's more about like frames or something.
Yeah, okay.
That's what Game Maker is. I'm gonna make your tree all nice here. Cool. Well, looks good.
Oh, and I can do that.
Are you storing the health of each block at every level?
No, I'm not storing it, but it is relaying it through. Before it relays it to you, it relays it through forward to make sure that you have access to the world, make sure that you're not cheating, and to send it to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Last time, it wasn't doing that, and sometimes a block would break on someone's screen, and on someone else's screen, it wouldn't break, which was massively not good, because someone would just look like they're floating in midair. Oh, I need to play you.
I just wonder if that's gonna be too much for the game or for the server to handle, like the quote-unquote HP of every tile in a world.
Well, what it does is it doesn't store, like it doesn't save that, but if someone were to break a block, it wouldn't update as being at 1 health, it'd update to being as whatever else everyone else's health is at.
Okay. What about do blocks heal or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like players can go around and just break every block, not all the way, and then the game has to keep up with what every block has, because it'll.
Oh, that would be really bad, yeah.
You can't overload the memory that way because they're constantly healing.
I talked to the guy who made the networking extension.
Yeah.
He said, what I've got now, I could probably support 1,000 clients before needing to switch to either getting my own server machine or hosting. And at most, one server can support 63,000 clients. Really
Nice.
good.
Cool.
At the point it gets to 63,000 clients, so that I don't know if I'd be still living where I am, hosting it off my computer.
You think you're gonna have pets?
Yeah, pets would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to have that really bad pink bird as a pet, but obviously you would make it look better, but it would still kind of be a reference to it. That would be
Yeah, I'll do the HD version of it or whatever.
cool. Yeah. And not eye-killing colors as well. The colors are awful.
Okay, I'll do
Bird.
that next. No, it's okay. Cool.
Oh, I need to show you what that one game does with the swords. 'Cause it's pretty good tactic of getting an entire sword into an animation frame.
What about are you gonna do ranged weapons?
I'm not sure if I want to have ranged weapons yet.
That's a
I'd
lot
like
of
to have
complexity.
them, but then we have to make more character animation frames, which would be just completely a nightmare, pretty much.
Yeah.
Orlean,
Orlean,
I need that for all the clothing.
I'm probably about done with the stream. Just to let you guys know.
Okay.
Orlean's asking. Orlean.
I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name.
Sorry, I'm probably slaughtering it. You can correct me now and I'll learn it. I usually use weird names like Leotis that no one can pronounce.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I'm still having some trouble.
Yeah, I was gonna stop at an hour, but since I was able to test the game live, it's kind of fun. Orlean, like New Orleans. How do you say New Orleans? I'm saying it right?
There's New Orleans, New Orleans.
Orleans.
I don't know how they pronounce it there. I've heard they pronounce it differently there than they do in
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Something like that.
New Orleans. New Orleans. New Orleans.
New Orleanian.
Definitely not making fun of your name. I'm just ignorant, I guess. I don't know how the people say the things.
Okay, I'm searching through a massive spreadsheet right now. Look at this, see how they did it. Jeez. The sprite sheet in Aseprite, the canvas size is 2048 by 1728. Insane sprite sheet. Still haven't found it. Oh, I found it. Okay. So, there's a game that may or may not have inspired me to make my game. And this is how they make their katana fit into one item frame. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. See this?
Yeah. Big old
This is the
cheese triangle.
whole length of that sword. Yeah. That Frito chip. So they just shrink it into that.
Weird. And then it stretches out when it's in game or something?
Yeah, it stretches out like this whenever it's in game. Pretty much.
Wow. It sounds so ugly.
Look at this sprite sheet though.
I mean, I guess for a mobile game, you gotta be super efficient. You can work with limited RAM and CPU. You just gotta, like,
That's why
crunch it all in there. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm not doing any mobile games, because there's just so many things like that. You have to be so effective, so, like, not that you shouldn't be, I don't know, as conservative as possible, but it seems extreme.
Don't have much to work with when you're on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're thinking you probably want to capture as many players as possible, so, like, if they have, like, a phone from 2004, you know, hopefully make it work.
Oh my god. That would be a nightmare.
Crazy.
Get working. And testing it is a nightmare as well, because you have to download it from the computer, put it on the phone, test it for 2 seconds, realize there was a bug, take it off the phone, and restart the whole process.
Yeah. Hey, Smollet, probably will be more streams. My plan right now is to work on this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, from at least for an hour, probably for 2 hours on all those nights. So I'm actually coming up on 2 hours right now. I've been streaming for about an hour and 20 minutes. There's my timer telling me I'm done.
That's your what?
That's I have a calendar on my phone that tells me it's time to stop, pretty much.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream. Thank you guys for checking it out. It's cool that it had a bunch of people watching for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to keep the stream short so that, like, it's the most exciting part of what I'm doing. So I'll probably start working on stuff for like 20-30 minutes, kind of figure out what I'm doing, and then just stream like when I actually get into the fun part.
Yeah.
And then drop out when it gets to the point where I'm like just kind of like testing stuff, looking at stuff, trying to figure out what I should change. Kind of keep most of the actual production art streamed. So hopefully it's
I really like the
helpful
idea.
for people who want to see it. What was that?
I really like the idea of it.
Yeah, it's fun. I think it also helps me focus a little bit. It's like a little distracting because I'm talking to people,
Yeah.
but it also, since I narrate a little bit, I think that helps me stay on task better. I can't just like, all right, let's see what's going on my phone for 10 minutes real quick, or go grab something to
you can
eat.
get input from some players. Not everyone gives you.
Yeah,
Some people do.
I do like the input. Whenever you guys give it, it's good to hear kind of what you think.
Some people tell you there's someone behind you.
I know. Well, there was at one point. My wife came and closed the door and stuff. Yeah, but not then. It was later on.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
What are your opinions on this item right here?
That's a creepy little moon mask.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gee. Just looking through these. Some of them are good and some of them look good.
So, alright, I'm gonna stop the stream. We'll do it next time, hopefully tomorrow night.
That would be cool.